Welcome to the video game. No one has clue murder of death, eh? Fair enough. Oh, I didn't have my controller enabled yet. Whoops. Let's put that right in. Hold on. Keyboard works. Yep, all good. But let's go with a good old fancy controller. It's gonna register it now if I plug it in, right? Nice. Can never know with games when sometimes that might not be how it works. Guess I gotta change the well, accept language first before I can move on to dialogue. Yep. Got a bunch of choices. Katala. That's an interesting addition, I'd say. You got your usual suspects and then suddenly Katala. Wait, select with square? Not your usual A expert? Okay. A little bit unusual, but so be it. I mean, this choice doesn't really mean anything to a player. Well, maybe not anything, but it's really hard to say how slow is slow and how fast is fast, so I don't know, just do normal, I guess. Have no frame of reference after all. Huh. That's also a little bit weird. To move around the menu, I can only click left on the thumbstick to go to the left side or to the right side. No other input it wants to accept. Weird. What's in the options screen? Is there anything else? Settings, music, looking good. Automatic dialogue end line pause. That's all good for now. Nice to have these kind of options in a game that is gonna be heavily dialogue focused, so I enjoy that. What are these? What are these pluses and yada yada? That's an interesting choice. I guess they didn't really want to maybe have an actual real controller be in here, just so it doesn't confuse the people that don't have that particular controller. Now instead everyone can get confused. I mean, that's a likely outcome, I suppose. Observe, take, release, yep, looking all good. How do I go back on the controller? I don't want to exit game, I just want to exit this setting menu. Oh, there we go. A little bit awkward. Wish it was just a press of a single button to go to the X, but made it there eventually. Have nothing to continue, but I'll do that anyway. 2 hours ago. My name is James Benson. I serve as the butler at Anderson Manor. I am calling under Lord Anderson's explicit instructions. Can I open up the settings while this is going on? I guess not. You made it clear that should anything befall him, you were to be contacted without delay. What has happened? The most dreadful tragedy, sir. Lord Anderson has been murdered. Oh no. Who heavens, murdered? Are you absolutely certain? Could it not have been a natural death? There is no doubt, sir. The household is in utter disarray. We scarcely know what to do. And what of Scotland Yard? Have the authorities been summoned? Not yet, sir. The family wished to contact you first, as per Lord Anderson's wishes. Understood. I shall depart at once. In the meantime, ensure nothing is disturbed. Before you hang up, the manor is quite extensive. It might be prudent to enlist the help of a few individual family with the estate to assist in your inquiry. A wise suggestion. I shall act on it. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Mr. Benson. can actually select up to 2 characters. Cool, cool. Okay. It's the main one here. Now there's a thing that is kind of bothering me about the art style, but I'm gonna have to play the game a little bit longer before I put it to note. Game doesn't hide my cursor, sad. An explorer of distinguished renown, whose expeditions... Do I see some sort of differences between the characters, or is just visually? I mean, there's text highlighted, but I'm not sure if that's actually meaning anything. In that case, I'm just gonna guess it's mostly, if not only, visual only. Let's go with David. And how can you not go in a mansion without Mr. D? That would be a crime. Actually, do I want to change the other dude for somebody else? Not good. Can have the butler even assist me. He has served as the household butler, a man of unwavering composure, discretion, and steadfast devotion to the family, being intimately acquainted. Yep. Son of Count Flat, sixth. Known within Mr. D is the most enigmatic figure, possessing charm both alluring and difficult to define. He was also reputed for never taking a partner. He was long reputed, not also. Yet now he appears in London to meet her family, gossiping. Okay, sure. Lord Anderson's manor. 110 minutes later. I mean, for murders, I guess it is pretty important to have a timeline be very strict. Yeah, fair enough. Welcome to the manor. I need to be faster at reading. I sincerely hope you can help us uncover the truth behind this heinous act. It's in disarray, and we are counting on your expertise to bring the culprit to justice. As you conduct your investigation, you will find that many objects within the mansion may hold clues to the mystery. You are free to inspect any item that catches your eye. Pay close attention to details, as even a small object could prove significant. Alright? Anyways, as tutorial, can I go to the options screen? I'm not even sure what I just did. Press escape in hopes of opening up a main menu, and then I guess that just skipped everything. And now I'm very much confused what is even going on. I'm not even pressing anything. Calm down, game. Calm down. There we go. No, that was about. Yep. I'm gonna just click new game. I'm gonna be in need of a tutorial to actually understand what's going on in there. But first things first, what I wanted to do is actually have slow dialogue. There we go. New game. Just some UI quirks that are bothering me at this point. Like I mentioned before, it's some of the small little quirks and whatnot. Hopefully, there's not gonna be too much of them. Yep. How's the speed now? Although I should have just been able to have it only move on the press of a button on my own command. So so I can gather my thoughts if needed mid-dialogue, and not having to worry about missing lines. I see the frame rate is not capped, so it's just going at the 1300 frames per second. Fancy. Menuing. A lot of things that just feel more intuitive, I guess, for somebody who's played a lot of games aren't really that intuitive in this game when it comes to navigating the UI. Come on back in. Counts, come on back in. I don't know the name of the character. But in movies, there's just this stereotype of this kind of a character. No, not stereotype, but I guess a cliche. But I don't recall anyone's names from any movies at the moment. Welcome to... Yep. It is the most urgent cafe, and I sincerely hope you can help us uncover the truth behind this heinous act. Household is in disarray, we are counting on your expertise. As you conduct your investigation, within mention, yep, all clues, free to inspect them. How do I actually... Okay, fair enough. And I guess skip the tutorial. So if I unplug this, then I doesn't really revert that button to maybe the escape key to indicate that you can do that by clicking that button. Hello, sir. Oh, damn it. I guess that button also skips it. I am having a hard time with just my controls here. And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be the only one. Let's restart the game again. Damn it. Don't press anything else that is not asked of you, apparently. Is how I need to play this one. That is how I need to play it. Who could have known? The clicking this random button over there is gonna just outright kill the tutorial again. Pain. I feel like there's some missing sound effects during this scene. It's just moving to the telephone with no SFX at all. Just skipping dialogue is outright weird as well. I'm gonna click the button to speed the text up, but that also enables the text to never go away without my button press. So I need to press the button again, so it keeps on playing. Hold on, let me think about that a little bit more. Well, I guess the problem is that I can't double tap the button to quickly skip through the dialogue. Forget what I said before, that's the real culprit. If I wanna skip it, then just let me double tap to get faster to the next thingy. That's why it's feeling weird. That was the thing that I was able to enable in the settings, I think so. Me doing that would fix it. If I could ever make it that far again. this point. I'll be very surprised if I even get through the tutorial here. You put me in a state of fear, where I just don't want to be pressing my buttons at all. Like I said, click only anything that is actively asked of me. Okay, moment tutorial. Some areas of the mansion are poorly lit, and navigating them may prove difficult. Here, take this flashlight. I must warn you, however, that I am unsure if it still functions properly. Use it wisely, as it may be your only source of light in the dark corners of the estate. I'm not seeing any problems, I suppose, in the dialogue at least. Seems to be written well enough, so that's nice. It's very important, one might say, for a text-heavy based game. I mean, I'm clicking the button that the little icon is indicating. The right one, right? But that's not the one that you actually need to click in order to equip it. The UI lied to me. Really? Click the bottom face button instead of the right one. But the right one was not accepted. So apparently that's messed up there. Where do you want me to go? Over there. Alright, fair enough. It's got that Russian floating dance vibe to it when you're just moving around the character. Since you can't see their legs. At first I thought it was gonna slightly bother me, but not. I guess personally it's fine for me now that I'm actually in control of moving. Let's try again. Click the button that is indicated over here. Clearly, this is the button you want me to click, right? Little circle thingy. I click it, and nothing happens. What can I click it with the downwards button and land on the left side? But not the one that is indicated. Ooh. Oh, I can. Nice. I can become the full on. You know what? Screw that thought on it. You can just glide on the furniture here slightly a little bit. Can I do that again? Oh, there we go. Needs to be at a little bit of an angle, but you can goof yourself up on the platform. We have precisely 2 hours before the Chief Inspector of Scotland Yard arrives. I understand it is a great deal to ask, but I implore you to solve this mystery before then. The faster you can uncover the truth, the better. We all know Scotland Yard has a regrettable habit of not quite getting the job done as it should. Now I'm just curious if clicking the T key or whatever it was on the keyboard actually would work to pick up the items, or is that also misleading? Remember that to aid you in your task, you count with the help from the 2 individuals you choose previously. Oh, awkwardly put sentence over there. You count with the help from the 2 individuals. Instead of wording it somewhat differently to make it make more sense. You can count on the help on your companions, you gotta count on them, yada yada. You don't really say you count with the help. They may provide valuable insights or help you access areas that are otherwise restricted. Here begins the adventure. Whoa. Trust none of you have touched anything. The integrity of the scene is paramount. No one has approached the body, so I have kept a watchful eye, as have the others. Where is the body? Oh, well. Thought it was like a pile of sugar or something. That's what my mind went to at first, not a blanket over a corpse, fair enough. Whoops. Good. That will make my task easier. Everyone, I appreciate your cooperation. Now, listen carefully, this house is no longer safe. There's a murderer among us, and until I uncover the truth, no one is to wonder about, really. You wish for everyone to retire to their rooms? Precisely, I need each of you to remain where you can be found. I will be conducting interrogations one by one, and I cannot have anyone slipping away unnoticed. Understood. I shall see to it that you orders are followed. Do not mistake this for mere precaution. This is for your own safety as well. Until we know who is responsible, you are all at risk. Good luck to one person to make sure that everyone stays in their rooms. I don't know how you're gonna manage to keep track of so many people, but best of luck to you. They could just climb outside the windows or something to get something done whatever they want to get done with. Your own safety. Now go, and remember, I will speak to each of you soon. Oh, I'm not playing as this dude. My dear friend. Huh? What is that for? Oh, the yeah. Fair enough. How do you... Why does this happen? What do I do to make it enable the character switching? Since I'm not really pressing anything. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Close the case? I can't do that. So can I go to the options screen somehow? Oh, are you telling me that I can only change the options from the main menu? Maybe. And line pause. I'm just getting frustrated. That's what's going on in here. At this point, I'm just getting frustrated with you. What I wanted to do is... Okay, so that does jump. So the UI is not tricking me on that button. Cool. What about taking items? Yeah, it's just scuffed. I'm clicking the circle, aka the right button. But it is registering it as a left button instead. So is that my controller issue or the game's issue? I'm not even sure. So that's how you switch. Now my question is it my analog drift or is the game being overly sensitive with how it is switching characters? Because you move it an inch and then your character is gonna go into a switching frenzy. I can't even make it stop anymore. Please. Oh, this is painful. Can't even make it stop. You know what? This is not controller friendly. It's just not doable. Let's see if I can play this with the keyboard. MRT space O. Control yourself. Sarah. Okay, that's being registered. Okay, alright. Please all the keyboard buttons that are working properly. I'll give them that. So I guess you can only play the demo for 2 hours, is that it? If that is the case, then fair enough. I can walk on top of... Go back. How do I go back? There we go. Just want to walk on top of this, please, again. Very sensitive door there. I'm gonna go. Ah, well, whatever. Release. What am I releasing? My dear friend, can I take it? Observe. Can I not inspect the corpse? Take, jump. I guess that is not an option. Your team, your notes. The death dew has sent everyone to their rooms. You can observe objects when they glow by getting close and inspect them. Well, the corpse is kind of glowing, or at least it has that little focus circle on top. Match your map. Bit of loading time to open up the map. Cool, cool. How do I switch characters on the keyboard? By clicking 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fair enough. And you cycle all through the items with clicking 4 and 6. The controls on the keyboard are kind of all over the place. But at least the keys are working. Let's do my very first inspection, I suppose, observation. I click number 3 once. Then switches back and forth between the characters twice for some reason. What's going on? Why don't you want me to stay on the detective dude anymore? Who knows? I don't think I will understand this game now. Let's try to observe you. Click and observe, doesn't really do anything. Can I take them? I gotta take them first, okay. They're not observable, they are only takeable. Fair enough. Can I observe them now? Or what can I even do with them? They are on me now. I don't know. Not even a confirmation screen if you press escape. Are you sure you want to go back to the menu? Just get booted out. You just outright get booted out. So this is highlighted, but I cannot do anything with it. Or is that the observation? My dear friend, and that's it. Is that honestly all you can do with the body? Check his pockets. See if there's any bruise marks, anything like that. No, you just get a my dear friend and then that's it. I'm gonna start questioning the detective's credentials over here. If he's really the right man for the job. Robert and Lady Brighton in India. Okay, now I guess I can't understand what observing means. It just brings up the top text. Fair now. Can I switch between characters now? Without it. Oh, can't even do that when they are in separate rooms without it switching back automatically to this dude for some reason. Newspaper. Hey. Take the photo as well? What? Released. Accidentally. Whoops. What if I release it in the middle of the floor? What happens then? It stays on the middle of the floor. Fair enough. Makes sense, yeah. All good. Why can't I take the pictures? Do I need 2 slots since there's 2 pictures, or? Drop everything. Oh, you're just not allowed to take them. Okay. So some objects, you're gonna need to kinda just guess, I suppose, which ones you are allowed to take and which ones you aren't. Without the game really giving you any contextual information to realize that. Oh, what are you? What's going on now? I can make my guess. Okay, fear of ruin. Interesting. Inheritance, insanity, jealousy. That's cool. Money and power, revenge, disclosing secrets, self-defense. I can blame my own dude? I might be working together with a criminal if I'm maybe unlucky. Concealing secrets. Disclosing secrets. Okay. Get killed with a newspaper. I don't know how all this is gonna play out throughout the game, but I do enjoy the possibilities here by just looking at this screen. Plenty of variables for the players to mess around with. And to figure out who, how, why. So, the investigation part of the game might actually be pretty fun, but sadly I will not be able to get to it because the UI is driving me insane. That is kind of unfortunate because that's not even like part of the main gameplay loop, you could say, main game, but just very important to get all these kind of details done well. Otherwise, you might even have an incredible game out there, but nobody's really gonna be bothering to get to the good parts, so to speak. When the onboarding is just so unpleasant as it was in my case. What if I already present the case? How do I get to the bottom thingy if I can? I guess I gotta lock in. How does it handle getting it wrong? Keep playing. That one is not even available to me. No. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Smith. We see you bring us a suspect. have been diligently searching for evidence and interrogating the, yep, I definitely did that. Carefully vetting each piece of information and discarding that which proved to be false leads. So wise man once stated, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. So, an actual quote from somebody, isn't it? I don't know from who though. And after carefully examining all the clues, I have no doubt about the culprit's identity. It is this person. We are very sorry to inform you that you are mistaken. The real murderer handed himself into Scotland Yard a short while ago. Huh. So I guess that's story-wise, I guess that's set in stone that the person is always gonna be turning themselves in. Because yeah, otherwise how would you even know if you are accusing the wrong one or the correct one? When you don't have enough information to actually have a foolproof case. Bulletproof case on your hands with all the evidence. Fair enough. Oh, god darn it. Guess I'm actually losing my detective badge over this one. The chief inspector is about to arrive for questioning, but the evidence is clear. Wow, would he turn himself in though? He must have seen he couldn't hide from Scotland Yard, and it's astonishingly brilliant and effective officers, of course. Still, we thank you for your efforts, even if they have proven rather futile. Head home and have a good night, Mrs. Smith. What do you mean? The murderer is still free. Try again. So did the one that turned in was not the actual murderer? Is that what you're implying here? Because somebody turned themselves in. Maybe the real murderer coaxed somebody else into yeah, turning themselves in out of fear or out of something else. I can see that being an element to the story. Anyway, that's all I can handle of this. One thing I want to mention about the art is that on the very first glance it doesn't feel like it has enough personality. But hard for me to say when I have not even made it outside of 2-3 rooms in the game. The main reason for that is that I guess the characters are basically Funko Pops. And Funko Pops aren't really well known for their big creative artistic visuals. And another thing that kind of bothered me were the wall textures. Feels like an asset that's a placeholder that doesn't have the proper texture applied to it. Just has that very particular gray that gives me that sense. Or maybe it was slightly darker, I would feel different about it. That would also maybe make the mansion feel a lot darker. If you have darker walls, and then you wouldn't have a reason for all these candles and lights to be lit up as well. Because as it is now, well, it's a very well lit room, so somebody is just wasting electricity at this point. And candles. Just the walls don't feel right to me. I am not great when it comes to artistic merits, so gotta take my word with a lot of with a grain of salt. But that's how I felt about it, at least. Yeah, user experience was not really meshing too well with this game for me. As it was fairly as it was very evident from me playing there. Well, good luck to the devs. And yeah, I am out here. Cheers.